Hi, Jennifer Holmes here, President of MIS Solutions, and it seems like every client and prospect I've been talking to lately has questions about the cloud. So I've asked Liam to join us. Can you tell us why so many businesses are intrigued or interested in moving to the cloud?
Sure. So if you really look at the cloud really has two pieces to it. The one part really has to do with all of the new features that it offers. And the features are really nice, and a lot of companies, depending on your industry, look at these features as a way to be able to expand their capabilities and increase their competitiveness in their market space. Certainly people who are in service industries, this is a very key thing for them. On the other hand, though, if you really look at the business at large, most people move to the cloud simply because of cost. And if you look at where the cost savings is, the cost savings really boils down to not necessarily what you pay for maintenance, but really boils down to what you pay for the hardware and the software. I mean, think about it. Every 3 or 4 or 5 years, you're buying new servers, you're paying to go through an implementation, you're reloading and re-upgrading software, and those things are quite expensive. What if instead of doing that, you actually paid a monthly subscription and you had entitlements to be able to upgrade as new versions became available? Better yet, those upgrades, as they became available, your monthly subscription in comparison to a purchase tends to be much less expensive. And I think you'd find that for most companies, it's the cost of those ongoing hardware and the ongoing software costs that really push them to looking at the cloud as a way of being really much more efficient in their market space and making better use of their technology.
So to recap, I think the key is if you are kind of tired of dealing with that expensive, time-consuming upgrade of the network and servers and equipment and that sort of thing, then cloud is probably a good option for you to look at. And I would certainly say that if you are facing a major network refresh or new mail server cluster or something like that in the next 12 months, it would be a good time to be involved in the conversation about cloud, because what it really does, as Liam talked about, is allows you to take that big, goose egg or big bump of expense and equalize it out. The other cool thing that I think is very important, and this kind of goes along with the economy too. I mean, we're supposedly rebounding and that sort of thing. I'm seeing, mixed things with that. But I think the cool part about cloud is it enables you to basically scale your computing functionality and cost to your workforce. So let's say, for example, you were facing a big network refresh and you bought a new server or sets of servers and all new workstations, but then you took a plunge, you lost a bunch of clients, or there was consolidation in your industry, and now you had to shrink back down. Well, you've just made that big capital expenditure, so you don't really get that back. With cloud computing, you basically just pay a per user per month. So if you take a big hit, I think it gives you a lot more elasticity and flexibility in your cost structure for IT. So if you're facing a big network refresh or you just have questions about cloud computing, don't stress. Call MIS.